Hi guys, I'm back on the scene again. How's everybody doing? This is C Temptation coming at you with a live stream of Chicago Talk. I wanted to begin this video by saying namaste. Peace be on to you and everybody that's watching this video. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Saturday night? I'm waiting for some people to come into the chat room. Now before I begin though, the topic, as you notice on the title, the topic I'm going to talk about is about George Zimmerman and my intake about the funeral of Aretha Franklin. Um, excuse me. So nobody hasn't came in on the chat room yet. Can't chimed in yet. So I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes to see if anybody's going to chime in, and then we're going to go on and get this thing going and see what's up. So I hope everybody's doing well and well indeed. I want to say to all of my subscribers, good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you're watching from. I hope everybody's well and well indeed. It looks like we got a couple of people that's coming in now and start chiming in. So I hope everybody's doing well. Good evening. For those of you who chime in, welcome to another edition of the live stream of Chicago Talk. Before I get into it though, tonight's topic, I want to talk about George Zimmerman and my intake about the funeral of Aretha Franklin. So I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna get into it yet. I'm gonna wait for some more people to see if they're gonna chime in, and then we're gonna go on and get this thing going. And please, for those of you who chime in, please leave leave them a comment on the bottom in the chat room and let me know. Just say hey, let me know that you're here, and we'll go from there. So I hope everybody's doing well and well indeed. Again, my sincere apologies for my absence for the last 2 weeks. I had been extremely busy. And then plus I just started a new job and I'm really happy about that. It is in the city. So I could be able to spend time, with other things, and as well as, start back up doing videos again and keeping everybody what's up to date on what's going on with everybody. But yeah, tonight's topic is going to be about George Zimmerman because I have a real serious issue that I want to address about him, because this dude is a straight up pure D racist ass fool. Because after I read the story, I had to sit back and look at him like, who the fuck did this man think he is, though he think he's just king of all kings, like, he's just so freaking untouchable. But I'm looking at it like this. My thing is all about karma. And trust and believe you me, what goes around will definitely come around. Because that bullshit that he's been pulling, ever since Trayvon Martin, I guarantee you he's not going to last forever. I promise you he won't. But I was just really, really upset when I read that story, and it just didn't sit right in my spirit whatsoever because, but it shows right there like this. Racism has existed then, and definitely racism is existing right now. And like I said, I'm gonna wait for some more people to chime in on the chat room. Please feel free, for those of you who are on the live stream, please feel free, leave a comment in the chat room. Let me know, just acknowledge, let me know, just acknowledge that you are here and then you are paying attention, and let me know what's going on, what's up. So I hope everybody's doing well. Happy Super Saturday night. In Chicago, it's been in the 60s today, so fall is just around the corner. Fall is going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks. And also by the end of this month, it will be my birthday. So I hope everybody gives me a shout out though around that time, and I am thankful. The main important thing is, when it comes down to it, I'm just thankful. What's going on, Lady Donna? How you doing? Long time no see or hear from. And girl, I am so sorry. I have been extremely busy. I had a lot going on my plate. I just finished up this other job and started this new job where it's definitely back in the city, and I'm really very excited about it. And that way to give me a chance to branch off and, do some other things though. So I'm really happy about that. But yeah, I am back live in effect. I hope everybody is well and well indeed. But first I want to say is I want to thank the Creator though for what he has done for me. And also, and ladies and gentlemen, let me state this. I want to take the time out to thank each and every one of my subscribers. I am close to 2,400 subscribers. I'm very happy. Oh my God. How you doing, Alvera? Welcome to the live stream. TR5, what's going on, brother? I am so happy to see you. Thank you so very much. Though, like I said, my one of my ride or die subscribers said, though, then congratulations on your new job. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Alvera. You know, again, welcome to the live stream. I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely want to take the time out, you know, to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you to my new subscribers. You definitely know who you are. I do appreciate your love and support, though, far as for this channel is concerned, because this channel has been in existence now for over a year, and I have really, truly extraordinarily really worked hard, you know, in terms of building this channel. And like I said, and I really thank you all so very much for your love and support, though. I mean, I thank you all for the bottom of my heart. I was going to email you to see. I'm doing fine, TR5. I'm okay. Like I said, I've just been busy for these last couple of weeks. And again, I want to extend out my sincere apologies to all my subscribers for my extended absence. I mean, these last couple of weeks has been a challenge, you know, because I mean, by the time I go to work, I leave out early in the morning. By the time I get home, I'd be just totally exhausted. And it's been plenty of times I just didn't have the time to sit, you know, bother try to pick up a camera and just, you know, record a video, because that's how busy I was, though. I mean, I has been extraordinarily busy, but here I am. Like I said, I'm at home right now, at least for the month of September, though, because next month my schedule is going to change, though, because I'll be working on weekends starting next month. But yeah, you know, like I said, I'm home for right now. I'm enjoying myself, you know, taking time out with my subscribers, you know, letting everybody know how much I highly and really appreciate you. Oh my God, Arlo Monk, brother, what is going on with you, baby? Thank you so very much for joining in. It has been a long time. I don't think I saw you do a video in a while. How you been, Arlo? I hope everything is fantastic. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, definitely go check out Arlo Monk. That is one of the strongest and most powerfulest type of brothers in the conscious community, though. I mean, but yeah, definitely go check his channel out. I know he does do live streams here, you know, here and there, but definitely check his live stream out. I mean, he is very inspirational, very positive, very uplifting. So yeah, definitely go check out Arlo Monk. Again, shout out to you, my brother, though. Thank you for the love, though, and joining in with us. Yeah, so I think I'm going to wait for I'm going to wait for a couple more people to chime in. And after that, I'm going to jump right into this commentary talking about the story about George Zimmerman, because I mean, it's just really sad, though. I mean, we have been dealing with racism ever since the beginning of time. And my question is, when is it going to end? Let me see. Oh, Donna says, hello, Arlo. She said hello to you. She said hello to you, brother Arlo. I mean, but it's just really a shame, though, that like Dr. King used to, I mean, I do quote his famous quote, we are constantly being judged by the color of our skin instead of being judged by our character. And it's like, you know, when are people going to start waking the hell up? Oh, Arlo, brother Arlo, Donna said, hey, she said, what's up, Miss Donna? How you doing? Yeah, but it's just really sad, though, and it saddens me. It's like people just won't accept us for who we are, though. You know, we're constantly being judged by our skin, you know, and it's really sad on how the opposition is constantly, you know, express hatred towards us because of the color of our skin, you know, but that shows you right there how people are just so shady. I mean, why can't people just look beyond the color? I mean, we still bleed the same blood. Donna, Arlo said that she's doing fine. She's fantastic. But let me express this. It's just really sad, though, on how us as a people, you know, how the opposition is constantly looking at us as far as for this color of our skin. But they don't look at us as far as like, you know, far as the same blood that we have to breathe, far as the same water we have to drink, far as the same food that we have to eat, you know, and it makes you sit back and be like, damn, what the hell is really going on? When is people going to just wake up and treat each other like human beings? Okay, TR5 says my issue is why is this racist asshole George Zimmerman is still running around. He just keep pushing other people around. Exactly my point, TR5. But before I get into that though, I'm gonna go ahead and read this story. There's 12 people on the live stream now, so I'm gonna go ahead and kick this off and talk about this first story about George Zimmerman. Now, for what I read on the internet, I did take some notes, so just kind of bear with me. So I'm going to read my notes, and after that, I'm going to do my intake, and then everybody, they could just chime in and then express their opinion, and I'm going to read it to everybody. But according to my notes talking about George Zimmerman, this son of a bitch bastard sat up here and threatened Beyonce and Jay-Z because of the documentary that they're making, which is entitled called Rest in Power, the Trayvon Martin Story. Okay. Now, George Zimmerman was acquitted in 2013 I'm quite sure everybody knows. He was acquitted in 2013 of killing Trayvon Martin. And also, and this fool sat up here and threatened Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now, it gets even better, ladies and gentlemen, so hold on to your seats. Now, George Zimmerman sent numerous text messages to Mr. Dennis Warren, and he's a private investigator who found participants for the documentary. Now the title of the documentary is called Rest in Power, the Trayvon Martin Story. Now, according to Mr. Dennis Warren, he did confirm that the text messages that George Zimmerman had sent are totally 100% legitimate. And I still say he's nothing but a racist son of a bitch bastard. But anyway, going forward. Now, according to George Zimmerman, he quoted in the text messages that Jay-Z is nothing but a bitch and Beyonce is a broke whore. Now, my thing is, now Jay-Z and Beyonce is the most powerfulest musical couple, throughout the United States, throughout the entire world. Both of them, oh my God, Conscious Effect. What is going on with you, my black brother? This is another brother for the conscious community. What is going on, Conscious Effect? Peace and love and namaste to you. How you been? I know we haven't talked in a while, though, because, again, I have been extremely busy. And again, my sincere apologies. How you been, brother? I hope everything is going good with you and your family. Okay, now going back to the story, let me jump back into this. Now, again, George Zimmerman, he called Jay-Z a bitch and he called Beyonce a broke whore. Now, they are the most powerfulest musical couple, not just in the United States, but across the world. Okay, these two are worth millions of dollars. I hear you, Conscious Effect. Keep doing your thing, though. Like I said, I still be peeping in on your videos, though. You're still doing it. So, yeah, but this man is going to sit up here and insult this black couple and hating on them because of the color of their skin. Dude, George Zimmerman really needs to go somewhere and sit his ass down and get a freaking life. Okay. Everybody. Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot, Donna. I appreciate that. Make sure you hit that like button, though. Make sure you give me the thumbs up. Hit that like button. Thanks, Donna, for reminding me. Okay. Now, moving back to the story. Now, going back to what George Zimmerman said. Now, his exact words was, if I see either of them in my life, they'll find themselves inside a 13-foot gator, meaning an alligator. Hey, Otis. Hey, baby. I see you. I saw you peeping in there on me. Welcome to the live stream, my live stream. But I'm getting into this George Zimmerman story. But, yeah, it says, though, that if George Zimmerman, if he sees either Beyonce or Jay-Z, that they'll find themselves inside a 13-foot gator, meaning a 13-foot alligator. But that shows you right there that racism was in effect then, and racism is effective right now. And contrary to popular opinion, I find that to be very, very sad and as well as very, very sickening. Okay, but going on with my story now. According to this, they said that on September 10th, I think that's when the finale of that series, that documentary is going to be taking place. They're going to show it. They said the messages will be shown during the finale of the series, according to Blast. Now, Let me see. Race. Yes, it is TR5. It is a disease and a mental illness. You are absolutely 100% correct. And I'm with you on that wholeheartedly. Now, George Zimmerman was charged with harassing and stalking Dennis Warren back in May of this year. Now, the series Rest in Power, the Trayvon Martin story, the series ends on September the 10th on Paramount Network at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, now this is my intake about this whole story. And one of my subscribers, my newest subscriber, we was talking about this today, and he made a very, very valid point. Now, to go back to history of racism and trust and believe me, I wasn't aware of this, and this was shocking to me. That you remember the Statue of Liberty, that statue that stands in New York. This person, this subscriber, and you know who you are, though, and I thank you for that information. That is some powerful information. That the Statue of Liberty was originally a black lady until these white people turn around and change that statue from a black woman to a white woman. Now, it's really a goddamn shame, though, we're supposed to be let me see. That's right, Arlo. Okay, let me read what he said. He said, jealous ass fool wants some money out of the documentary. Brothers in Florida need to wake up. You damn right, Arlo. Not just brothers in Florida, but brothers in the United States of America. Now, going back to this, and I'm going to lead back up to the George Zimmerman story. Now, my subscriber had stated, though, that, the Statue of Liberty originally was a black lady, and the opposition turned around and changed that from a black woman to a white woman. And leading up to right now with this George Zimmerman situation, exactly, Marlon, Mom, black women in chains. Exactly. And it's really sad, but it is the truth. But leading up to George Zimmerman, going back to my point, that racism existed then and racism is existing now. I mean, and I don't understand, though, what is up with the justice system? I mean, the justice system, they knew that man had shot that boy in cold blood. The Trayvon Martin wasn't violent. He didn't have any guns on him. Only thing he had on him was some iced tea and Skittles candy. My thing is, why in the hell would anybody in their sick mind would want to sit up here and kill a 17-year-old? And the security company he was working for at the time had told him, do not mess with Trayvon Martin. And this old crazy bastard turned around and shot the boy anyway, and he died. For what? And then they claiming that because of the Trayvon Martin story, though, they claim that Black Lives Matter. But I'm starting to wonder, does it really matter? Apparently it doesn't really matter enough, because if Black Lives Matter, then why would this killer of Trayvon Martin, and he's still at it to this point now, why is he still walking the streets? Why is he not in jail? He need to be doing time, though, because anytime you get charged for first-degree murder, you're talking about anywhere between 25 years to life. Okay, hold on, people, TR5. I always knew and felt that the Statue of Liberty was a black sister. Well, TR5, you are absolutely 100% correct. And to be honest with you, I wasn't aware of that either. But that shows you right there, that point right there I'm making is this, that our black history was freaking stolen. That the opposition, they do not want to acknowledge, though, that we are the original man, not only in this country, but we are the original man throughout this entire world. I mean, you mean to tell me, now going back again to history, talking about going back to Egypt, back during those times, though, they had famous black kings and famous black queens, all dressed up in all kind of gold and diamonds and rubies and pearls. And I mean, they were treated with royalty. But when you come back here to the United States during that time, though, we was treated like a bunch of goddamn slaves. I mean, constantly being kicked down and being whipped with all kind of chains. I mean, with all kind of whips and stuff, and being killed. The women being raped, though, and kids being taken from them, and we getting treated like freaking dirt. Hell no, I got a serious freaking problem with that. because we don't I mean, our ancestors did not deserve to get treated like that. And what makes me to think George Zimmerman has the goddamn right to sit up here and disrespect Jay-Z and Beyonce, the most powerfulest musical couple in the history of the world. And these people are not just into music. These people got various businesses. They got clothing lines, and I think Jay-Z owns a basketball team, if I'm not mistaken. And they're gonna have the nerve to call Jay-Z a bitch and Beyonce a whore? No, George Zimmerman, you're the one that's a bitch ass whore, but the fact that you up there crying and bitching because you want a piece of the pie that you don't deserve to have, though, because you know good and goddamn well, though, that you shot that boy and it was totally unnecessary, and you still up there and you sitting up here and threatening this investigator. I mean, get the fuck out of here. You threatening this investigator, because they're trying to put together a documentary that's based upon the truth, and you just so thirsty enough, you go to whatever extent that you need, though, to try to get money out of them. I don't have no respect for you, George Zimmerman. You need to go somewhere and you need to be rotting in jail some goddamn where, because you knew good and goddamn well that you shot that boy, you killed that boy, and you left their family to suffer from this. Even though it's been some years ago, but right to this point today, his parents are still suffering. And contrary to popular belief, his parents did not deserve that. And your ass need to be ashamed of it, because you ain't nothing but a racist bastard. That's all you are. You are so racist. I mean, you just make me sick to my stomach. I mean, I don't have no type of respect for you. You want to sit up here and hate on black people, and for what? I mean, like somebody somebody owes you something. Let me tell you something, George Zimmerman. Don't nobody owe you a goddamn thing. The only thing that you deserve to have is a foot straight up your ass and to be locked up in jail somewhere and be locked away like the rest of the shit. That's all I got to say, because like I said, you just a piece of shit. So to all of my subscribers, again, like I said, that's on the live stream, please leave a comment. Yeah, that's the truth, Arlo. He needs to be locked up like the rest of the piece of shit. That's all I gotta say. George Zimmerman will get what's coming to him one day. Oh yeah, TR5. Yeah, his time is coming, because even though he didn't get no justice as far as the judicial system is concerned, guess what? One of these days, he's going to be facing street justice. And I'm telling you what I know, because I have no respect for no racist pigs like him. He's just a racist piece of shit. That's what he is. Sitting up there and killing that boy, killing Trayvon Martin. You want to sit up here and you want to threaten Jay-Z, threaten Beyonce. You threaten this investigator, Bill, because he's trying to do his job, because you thirsty, because you want some money, though. Don't nobody owe you a goddamn thing. Like I said, if anything, one of two things. He needs to be in jail, or he needs to be in somebody's cemetery, because son of a bitches like that, I have no remorse for. Son of a bitches like that, I definitely do not have any respect for. So any of my other brothers that's on this live stream, please speak up and let me know what you think, because when I read that story online today, boy, I damn near cringed. Let me see. What's up, Otis? Okay, people like him will soon mess up, be killed, or go to jail. Absolutely. That's my point. That is 100% correct. I mean, they have the nerve to talk about Black Lives, that Trayvon Martin really pull out the true meaning of Black Lives Matters. I'm really starting to question that now. I mean, if Black lives so much matter, then how come his killer's not locked up? And they know that he shot that boy, but they let him walk anyway and acquit him. And I'm like, and when I saw that, when they said he was not guilty and acquitted, I was like, for what? For freaking what? I mean, really? Really? I mean, that was like that whole day. I mean, black people was mad as hell, because what happened in that courtroom was a straight up insult to the black community. Let me see. All right. What's up, TR5? George Zimmerman is not only racist, but he's nothing but a neighborhood bully. Yeah, he's a neighborhood bully. And he wants to pick on the people who are weak. But let me tell you something. Just like you said earlier, TR5, George Zimmerman's day is coming. Like I said, he could sit up here and thinking he's on a shining star somewhere and thinking he's on, getting his little 15 minutes of fame or whatever the case is. But I promise you, he is going to get what's coming to him, because he will meet it. He will meet the Creator, and he will meet his transgressions, because people like that do not stay on the plateau forever. I promise you that. But he's just, I don't know what else to say about that fool. He's just a one sick racist. And at this point right now, I really pray for Jay-Z and Beyonce. I pray for them, and I pray for Trayvon Martin's parents. I mean, my highest prayers goes out to them, because they did not deserve for their son to die like that. I mean, that was just that whole entire thing was just totally unnecessary. That boy did not deserve to die like that. And I think they said when they did the autopsy, I think they said they found weed in his system or something like that. But my thing with that is, hell, so what? I mean, but he still didn't have, he had no weapons or anything. So why kill the boy? Okay, Jay-Z got money, and when you got money, yeah, that's true too, Otis. That's definitely true, but in the same breath, Jay-Z got bodyguards, so I guarantee you, Jay-Z gonna keep bodyguards on him, and he's gonna protect himself, and he's definitely gonna protect his wife and his family. Let me see. That's the good old boy network for you. They cover their own. Yeah, right. I know, right? But you know something? But I will state this: that as Black people, as African Americans, it's time for us to hold our own. It's time for us to stop depending on the white man. Like I said, in a case like with Trayvon Martin, what this dude did, he didn't give a damn though about that boy. I mean, he just got a nut off in terms of him killing that boy like that, which was totally, I mean, he definitely killed him in execution style though, and that was totally unnecessary, because I think the security company that he was working for at the time, they told him not to touch him. They told him to let that boy go, and he did not listen to it anyway. He just took matters. He just took law and order in his own hands, and it cost that child his life. And I find that to be quite sad though. So, but yeah, definitely my prayers go out to Jay-Z and Beyonce. My prayers go out to his parents and his family, because it was unnecessary. But anyway, keep on leaving comments or questions about that if you like. So I'm going to move on and talk about the what happened with the funeral fars for the Aretha Franklin in my intake. Now, some of the other people online, hold on one second. The media is using Trayvon alleged weed as a deflection from the core truth. Trayvon didn't pose a threat to anyone. That's what I'm saying to you. I find though, like I said, he didn't have any weapons on him. He wasn't violent or anything like that. So, but he just went on the fool, just sat up there and just took matters in his own hands, and it wasn't necessary. I mean, it cost that boy his life. And it was to me, it was ridiculous. And I just totally disagree with it. But I really am happy though that Jay-Z and is actually doing a documentary and actually showing the whole story in terms of what happened as far as that boy's murder is concerned. Okay, the media is okay, I saw that already. Yeah, but I'm very happy though that they're doing that story and telling it exactly what happened. So, but I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, I'm pretty much, like I said, I expressed my intake about that. So I'm gonna go forward and talk a little bit more about this, what happened with the funeral of Aretha Franklin. I'm just trying to play catch up. But anyway, a lot of people for this past week though have been talking about the highlights and what took place as far as the funeral, or should I say the celebration of life of Aretha Franklin. So before I go into the story, first thing I'm going to say is rest in paradise to the Queen of Soul herself. And I want to send out the highest vibrations of love going out to her 4 sons and her 2 grandchildren. Like I said, give them divine strength and divine love. And only thing I got to say is may the Queen rest in paradise, which I know she is. So, but going forward, I did saw like different various clips of the funeral. Now, my intake about the funeral was, I think, the best person that actually delivered the message. My personal opinion, the one who did the best job was Reverend Al Sharpton, because he made it plain and clear to the audience when he had quoted that Donald Trump said that Aretha Franklin worked for him. But just like he said, he told him point blank. He said, first of all, he said Aretha Franklin performed for Donald Trump. He didn't work for him. He worked for us. And boy, when he said that, I mean, the whole audience just stand up and just clap for him. I mean, if I wish I could have been there, I would have gave that brother a round of applause, though, because that's the God's honest truth. But that shows you, going back to the racism thing, though. I mean, Donald Trump is a racist. So, but I find that sad, though. But Al Sharpton, he spoke the truth. And I think the best singer at the funeral, and this is my personal opinion, but everybody please give your input about it. I think the one that gave the best performance, I would say Fantasia, because that girl put a stank on her performance. Now, that young lady, I can't think of her name, the one that performed Natural Woman. I mean, I don't think she really did a great job, though. I mean, she tried, though, but she didn't put no to it. And I think the one that delivered the eulogy, I had heard about, he was sitting up there feeling on her and being disrespectful. And I'm sitting up here like, what is going on with these people going to church? I mean, why is it that they don't understand the importance about dressing properly and being respectful? Because what they have to understand is that young lady who did that song, it wasn't about her. It was about Aretha. It was about celebrating her life and acknowledge her as being the queen of soul. And to be quite honest with you, there will never, and I repeat, there will never be another queen of soul. I mean, and I really thank the Creator, though, for her 76 years of her life. I mean, she made a strong contribution to the Black community. I mean, she made a strong contribution far as to the music industry. I mean, and the woman she was powerful. She was beautiful. I mean, she had her issues now. She had her family issues. She had issues, but she left, I mean, my personal opinion, Aretha Franklin left one hell of a legacy, and she will be greatly, greatly missed. And I'm going to continue to listen to her music when I can. I'm going to continue to celebrate her life. I mean, and and let me ask you guys this. Honey, did you see that red dress that Aretha had on? I'm talking about that red dress with them red stilettos. I mean, when I saw that picture, I was like, wow. I mean, they had her in a red dress. I mean, was sitting in that casket with her legs crossed. And I think the next day they had her, I didn't see that picture though, but they had her in a powder blue dress with the heels to match. But the thing that really knocked me off my socks is when, I think the day of the funeral, did you see that gold dress she had on with the gold shoes? I mean, and in that gold casket. My personal opinion, I think Aretha looked absolutely so beautiful. I mean, when I saw that gold metallic dress, I said, now that is the girl right there. She went out in style like a queen, like the way she did, though. And I mean, even though it was a sad occasion, but I had to look at it on a positive note, though, that, it was about celebrating her life, celebrating her legacy, and she made a major contribution to music and did what she did. So, I mean, only thing I got to say is rest in paradise to, I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I just say rest in paradise to Aretha, and then continue to send your highest prayers throughout to her family, to her 4 sons, and send her the highest prayers out to her grandchildren, because, she made a mistake. She had some issues, but she did what she did, and she still, that didn't stop her as far as making her music. So that's pretty much all I got to say. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who didn't catch this live stream, you could always catch it on the back end. And also, the main thing I asked, to continue to share and subscribe and continue to build this channel, because it's like, I'm not the type of person that's going to gossip. I mean, I tell, what I do is just bring real truth to this channel. I mean, I read different stories and different topics and things, but, I try to bring some sort of truth to the light. Wait a minute, hold on. TR5. I didn't get a chance to watch the funeral, but I heard Fantasia really did her thing, which she did. Fantasia did the thing. But a lot of my friends told me the funeral was yay and a nay. Yeah, I kind of had mixed feelings about that too. Far as her funeral, it was kind of like it had its highlights and had its great highlights and its not so great highlights. Bill Clinton, though, from what I saw, though, he was funny. He was funny as hell. But I still say the best ones who did the greatest highlights, I would say Reverend Al Sharpton, Fantasia, Jennifer Hudson. I think those are the main people I think that did one hell of a great job. So that's pretty much my intake. It's kind of like I kind of had mixed feelings though about it, but the funeral was way too long. So, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up for the evening. Okay, what's up, Conscious Effect? Keep on bringing this good commentary. I'm watching and reading a good book. You was a mess, Conscious Effect. How in the world you gonna sit up here and read a book and still watch my live stream? You was a mess. Have a Conscious Effect. Let me ask you this. Have you made any recent videos lately? Because I've been watching you. I don't think you have lately. I don't think so. I mean, I understand it's like you got to, come in and doing whatever you can, though. That's the same thing with me having a busy schedule and all. I have to do, do videos whenever I possibly can, though. But I'm gonna try to keep on, doing this, trying to do it, get them in as much as I can, though. So, but it's been a great live stream. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for the evening. But for those of you that participate, though, for those of you in the chat room, thank you so very much. This has been a great commentary, but I really, mainly with that George Zimmerman story, when I read that today, I thought that was extremely important that we had to bring that to the light because it, that shows a lesson right there that racism that existed then and racism is definitely existing now. Okay, I made a couple of videos. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay, I made a couple of videos. I was working so much now, and I'm going to make. Yeah, I know how you feel, Conscious Effect. I mean, I'm in the same boat. I mean, I've been working a lot doing this. Like, I just been, working on these long, crazy hours. Okay, TR5. I also read about the Rev was feeling on. Yeah, Ariana. Right, Ariana Grande. That's her name is. Okay, it's sad because people like him not only give religion a bad name, but it makes a Black community a bad name. Absolutely, because, with these churches and stuff, there's a lot of these ministers, these so-called, who get caught up in these titles. It's more or less like, they get so caught up in the titles and they treat the business like a business. But, what he did to that young lady is not surprising. I mean, this has been going on for years, But I think that minister was really out of order for touching that young lady like that because, it wasn't, he has to understand it wasn't about him. It wasn't about Ariana. The focus of that service was about Areatha, was about celebrating her life, uplifting her life, and thanking her for the 76 years that she was on this earth plane. That's what it was all about. It wasn't about, let me see, keep doing your thing, CT, you always tell her. I mean, TR, that's all I know how to do. I mean, I'm going to speak the truth and just tell it like it really is, though. I mean, because I'm not the type of person that's going to sit up here and do all this unnecessary gossiping. But some people do that, though. I mean, if they gossip, they gossip. But if I read about a particular story, I'm going to bring some truth to the light about it and just speak on it. And that's pretty much it. But what that minister did to Ariana Grande, I mean, I do agree, though. He was straight up out of order. And that short little skirt that Ariana had on, I mean, somebody should have just pulled it to the side and said, hey, that skirt was not appropriate, for that particular occasion. Now, if you was going to the club somewhere and you want to kick it, I'm like, okay, cool. But, but to a funeral, I mean, why would you wear that particular type of attire like that to a funeral? I mean, come on, man, really? I mean, it's just certain things you just don't do at certain times, though. But in terms of her, though, having wearing that outfit to her funeral, that was very inappropriate. So, yeah, so let me see. So anybody else have any else to say, though, about George Zimmerman and the Aretha Franklin funeral? I mean, speak now and forever hold your peace. But, yeah, so I thought those were two important topics that I wanted to bring to the light, though, and talk about, because this, especially with this racism, I mean, damn, I mean, I just don't know what else to say about it. I mean, we are really living in a really sick society now, and I don't think it's going to get any better. Okay. You thought that dress was banging. I mean, baby, come on now. Ariana had on a short skirt. I mean, a short skirt, like, I mean, you might as well say she had on a mini skirt. that type of skirt like that you wear at a club or a party or something like that. But to a funeral, no. I mean, to me, that was just totally inappropriate. I mean, it was all about, like I said, that particular occasion was all about celebrating Aretha's life. All right. Catch you later, Donna. Thank you for coming in and joining us. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Otis. Yeah, no, that skirt was not appropriate for a funeral. That's my point exactly. I mean, at a club, at a party, if you're going on a date or something like that, okay, that's cool, but to a funeral, no, or a memorial service, no, that's definitely out of order. But anyway, guys, so that's my intake about these stories. Like I said, for those of you who didn't catch the live stream and who want to catch me on the back end, you can still leave a comment on the bottom. But the main important thing I ask for is to share and subscribe. Share and subscribe, and let's continue to work together to work this plateau, because like I said, my whole theory is I stand on the truth. That's all my philosophy is all about, is I stand on the truth. Because, hey, that's just what I do. I'm just gonna tell it like it is. Okay, Alveria, thank you so very much for joining. You have a great night. What's going on, Tina? How you doing? Okay, yeah, Tina, we was just up there talking about what was going on with George Zimmerman and about the highlights about the Aretha Franklin funeral. That's what we was touching on, and it's deep. It's really deep. But anyway, yeah, but like I said, I'm glad you caught me, though. Thank you so very much for joining. It's been a good while. No, but something, Tina, what you can do, like I said, I know you missed it, but you could always go back and just catch it on the back end and leave a comment on there as well and let me know what you think. But yeah, both of the stories are they're really deep. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Though I hope you enjoyed the commentary and the live stream. I'm gonna try to do another live stream as soon as I can, though. But now, before I go, for those of you that have been following me for a while, I hope you are familiar with my outro. I'm gonna say that I love you, I bless you, I have faith in you, and I realize the Creator in each and every one of you. So until the next video, I'm going to go ahead and drop this mic. Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so very much for joining me on the live stream tonight. I hope you have a beautiful Saturday night. Thank you so very much, Tina. Thank you much, though. I appreciate you. I thank you. And I mean, I love you too, because I know you've been following me for a while, sister girl, and I really appreciate you. So I really thank everybody for their love and support. We're almost at 2,400 subscribers. I'm very happy about that. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's keep pushing and doing what we're doing. Thank you so much, TR5, and you definitely enjoy your weekend as well. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Like I said, so I hope you guys have a wonderful night. You stay blessed. You stay safe. If you guys are going anywhere tonight, I want to wish you all safe travels. Keep the Creator first. And I want to end this commentary, and I'm going to say good night all. Namaste. And I bid you all peace and one love.